All right, YouTube. So this is the truth, man. So I want to talk about this. What gave me the idea for this video, and I did a short on it as well, is yesterday I was in the store buying some things, and it seemed like the guys were trying to poke jokes in their language and at me about the things that I was buying. And that's because a lot of these people from overseas, from all different countries, they come over here and they try to follow with white people. When what's weird is all white people don't even have a problem with blacks, but they try to follow behind the whites that don't like us. And they try to label all of us. So if you getting lottery tickets, they think you ain't got no money, you ain't taking care of your home. If somebody like might smoke cigars, they jump to all these conclusions. But what they failing to realize, which is what I want to talk about, is that they ought to be thankful to blacks, because it was during the civil rights movement, the door was open for y'all. But y'all want to come over here like the door was always open for you. It wasn't. Like a lot of white people, it was whites only. You know, it wasn't, y'all think they like, it's whites and Indians, it's whites and this, whites and Latino. No, it was whites only. And don't y'all forget that. So when y'all criticizing people, and a lot of us are down and out, but it's some of everybody down and out. We even got Indian panhandlers in this area. I can show y'all, like, are they out there right now? I think that's him right there. They be in this area. So don't forget that. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but don't forget that it was the marching of the civil rights movement that opened the door for all of y'all who coming over here getting rich, and you not helping the economy, obviously, because the economy is in shambles. You coming over here getting rich and you building up your country. Which, if that's what you want to do, hey, you came over here and did what you had to do. But don't you forget that, because this little bitty of a man, he trying to make jokes and stuff. I said, okay, this is how we gonna handle this. I'm gonna take a break from your store. How about that? I'm gonna take a break from your store. It might not, who knows how big of a hit it is, but it's gonna go down a little bit. Because I don't appreciate that lack of gratitude towards us. Because for one, you got to understand, again, it was whites only in the United States. When they marched in the civil rights movement, the Civil Rights Acts opened the door for everybody else. And some of these people who benefit, they wasn't even marching. And I know a lot of y'all as white apologists. I don't got a problem with white people like that. I go by what they say and do. The white people I don't like is because of what they say and do. It ain't because they white. But I don't like all of no group. And all of no group don't like me. So, but what I'm saying is, they don't realize that the door was open to them by the civil rights movement. And then it was opened again by Bill Clinton with the NAFTA laws. But they want to come over here like they did something special. Low key, you capitalize in some ways off of their poor attitude towards the U.S. citizen of the black U.S. citizen. You know, but we ain't keeping score. I'm just trying to let y'all understand that when y'all come over here and y'all able to get rich in this country, unlike you could in your own, you better recognize that the only reason why them doors is open to you is because of the Civil Rights Acts. They would have ran y'all right out of these cities, especially down in that South. They got some non-blacks too. They weren't playing no games, but they want to come over here, and because you got a few dudes, stringy hair, sagging pants, white tank tops, They want to label us all like we all them. They don't live around us or nothing, but they always got businesses in our areas. Fish, chicken, and gas stations. And you making how much off them blunts you selling to black dudes? But yet, and then this was crazy. This is how people is nowadays. Everybody is making money off of black people. But there are so many people that won't buy anything from a black person. That's what's crazy. Then they'll come in my comments. Listen, man, I don't want to hear your Uncle Thomas Sambo-ish talk. Y'all know I'm right. The Civil Rights Act opened the door for a lot of people all over the world. And they want to come over here and have a problem with some of the foundational people. You know, you shouldn't have no negative feelings towards nobody that ain't did nothing to you. That say something about you. You a follower. You following evil. If a person is black, but they ain't do nothing to you, they ain't stole nothing, they ain't did nothing to you, but you automatically got ill feelings towards them, you can't wait for them to leave, man, you being ungrateful. Because that person that you got a problem with might be in the lineage and the ancestry of one of them people that was marching to open the door for your little stupid, silly rabbit self. I'ma censor myself. So don't you forget that. Be happy. Be happy about it. That you could come over here and you could build legacy for your family. This dude worried about what I'm doing. You should be glad I'm buying stuff from your store. Cause now I don't want to buy nothing from your store. But that's how they do though. Dude, he don't know me from last week's piss. Excuse my language. He don't know me from last week's piss. But trying to comment on what I do. That's why people don't be, y'all think, sometimes that's why people don't be liking some people. They don't like, this how it be. We the most accepting people out of all the races. But some people don't have no reason and they don't like us. But then your behavior, because you don't like us, is making some of us not like you. Now, I ain't making excuses for nobody. But I'm saying that's how it be a lot of times. Like we had a black lady that I knew her since I was a kid. She had a gas station in our neighborhood, in my old neighborhood, on 18th, like between Hampton and Green Bay. And they did not rest until they bought that gas station. They probably couldn't even sleep at night knowing she had that. And then they come over here with that little, man, ungrateful, I tell you. Ungrateful. Take away the civil rights. You know how it'll be? It'll be Jim Crow. It'll be whites only, and it'll be everybody else. And y'all know what's weird? Black people actually did better financially. The business owners, probably in those days. A lot of them. What's his name? R.G. Gaston was a millionaire during the Jim Crow time. Because black people was like, well, I can't buy bread from him. Forget him. Go buy bread right from their own. Now you got this group, peacock, turkey neck. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm the top 10%. You ain't, man. Go sit down or get slapped down. I'm talking about some talented tent. Get out of here with that, man. The talented Toms, the 10% Sambo, that's what you is. You think you doing something, I'm telling you, watch Glory. Before the war, look how Thomas was. That's a lot of people. Black people forgetting this too. A lot of black people think that they here to kill each other, to sell drugs, to ride up and down the street, smoke weed, and look for women to smash. Boy, that's what they marched for, huh? I bet you if they would have knew y'all was gonna do that, they wouldn't have marched. If they would have all had dreams about what was gonna happen in the future, if the Most High would have showed them the future, they wouldn't have marched. And y'all would still be, yes sir, you'll be looking down